Good day everyone, welcome to Confraternities in Nigeria. Today we will be sharing a gruesome story narrated by an ex-Black Axe member who happens to have been active in confraternity wars in Delta State University Abraka. According to the cultist, there was a particular cult war that broke out between the Black Axe and the Mafite in my school Delta State University, exclusively known as Kantha Ethiope High Temple, to Black Axe members. I held the position of a temple butcher as at then. Some Mafite were mapped out to be killed. Tracking down Mafite was not an easy task as most of them went into hiding. We were already on the losing side as 2 Black Axe members were already gone down by the Mafites. There was this particular man we killed as we thought he was a Mafite member. We were about 7 in number when we saw that young man and we suspected him to be a member of Mafite. After much deliberation we confronted him, attacked him and brought him down. The news that reached us the following morning was that the young man we brought down was not a member of Mafite but rather he was a member of Vikings. He was even the number 3 man in Vikings hierarchy. Vikings started a killing spree of any Black Axe member they sighted in Abraka. Before we were able to retaliate against the Vikings, Vikings had already used their members that were among the anti-cultism police squad and arrested several Black Axe members in Abraka. The issue was finally settled via peace talks. The war between us and the Mafites died naturally. I left school for a whole semester during this period to avoid being arrested by the anti-cultism group that was ravaging the entire campus during this period. When I finally returned to school, I was arrested by the police as my name was mentioned by the then SUG as one of the cultists that caused havoc on campus. I was detained for days and questioned, during which I denied having any involvement in the killings that occurred. I was later freed on the account that I had no incriminating item found on me, but I had to write an undertaking. I billed myself with 20,000 naira then and I returned to school. Calm was finally restored in campus, but inwardly we were not happy. Losing 2 consecutive battles to Mafite and Vikings was a big slap on our face. We started planning a retaliatory hit against the Vikings, so we penned down several Vikings members' names we will kill within the end of the present semester. It became a tradition of the Black Axe to settle scores at the end of school session. Every student dreads second semester examination as it was a time for settling score. Once the score was settled, we would all travel back home. This was the reason those days there would be no war in school, but during the final paper of someone he could just be shot. Our first victim was a lecturer who was a Viking member. Some Black Axe externals came in a car after he had finished invigilating in an exam hall and shot him at the faculty building. He was shot twice on the head. The Black Axe, its squad, also went after another Viking member who was a student of microbiology and shot him outside his lodge. We went on a killing spree and called it a judgment day. Our hit squad also went to the house of a professor who failed us because of our involvement in cultism. We kidnapped the wife and asked for a heavy ransom. All this happened during the end of the second semester of my 3rd year in school. After we carried out all these acts, we sent signal to all Temple Black Axe members and we all left the school environment. The Vikings hit squad regrouped and came for revenge, but they couldn't see any Black Axe member around the school environment. The Vikings hit squad then went into neighboring communities and started killing Black Axe members in those communities, so war broke out between the Black Axe and the Vikings in those communities. It was really a bloody war that took not less than 50 lives. The most dangerous thing about cultism is that you pay the price of what you know nothing about. To he who has ears, let him hear. Say no to cultism.